欢迎大家来收看我们的傲神金股独立的小单元，我是主持人Nanelle。今天呢，要带给大家呢是延续上次跟大家来介绍Aim Immunotech 这支在新冠病毒当中现在正在投入疫苗研发的美国的生物科技的公司。那由我们的商业客户的一个投资人关系经理 Angel 呢来亲自跟我们的客户来对谈。本周呢，他们是要带来针对上次很多投资人不管是公开在 YouTube 留言或者是私下来询问的许许多多的一些问题，在大家想投资 M 之前呢，我们希望各位投资人能够把整个所有心里的疑问都得到清楚的一个回答，因此呢特别制作了这个后续的视频，由 Angel 来亲自再来访问我们的 CEO Aim Immunotech CEO Thomas， 由他来亲自再回答7个主要的投资人最心中充满的一个疑问。这边呢透过20多分钟的一个视频来帮大家一一的详细解答，请大家一起跟我们来观赏。
观众朋友们，大家好啊！感谢之前大家在我们傲神金股下面的留言。那么我收集了很多的问题，然后把它整理成大概7个问题这样子，然后我们再次邀请到我们 AI 的 CEO Tom 来做客我们今天的 Q&A 问答环节。那我非常快的把这7个问题已经在我们的屏幕做了一个展示。那么First, Tom, say hello to our audience, please.
Hello, everyone. This is Tom Equals. I'm the CEO at Aim Immunotech.
Thank you. Appreciate your time to attend our Q&A virtual show. Yeah.
I thank all of you for your interest in our company.
Yeah, they are very interested. A lot of questions and translate them into English and forward to you. So only 7 questions, I think, which represent the most concern from our audience. So the first question that is, what is going on for the Aptogen in the clinical stage?
Well, thank you. We are working in the clinic in cancer in a number of different clinical studies. But I'm assuming this question is directed to COVID-19 instead of cancer. But we have 7 clinical trials authorized in cancer, and several of which are very significant that are going on right now. Ampligen as a therapy for cancer. In COVID-19, this is a new disease, and we're working on important preclinical steps. The idea is that we do the preclinical experimental groundwork, followed by protocols which we've designed to test Ampligen in the clinic as a prophylaxis, as an early onset therapeutic, and as an adjuvant or enhancer for vaccines, to make vaccines more effective and to help avoid any mutation of the virus and still preserve the effectiveness of the vaccine. And we're going to be seeking to have authorization for those clinical trials. And once the United States government and perhaps the governments in other countries where we're also working authorize clinical trials, we will move very quickly to test Ampligen in the clinic on COVID-19 in different areas. Anything you want to know about clinical trials for Ampligen, you can go to the United States government website. It's called clinicaltrials.gov. And at clinicaltrials.gov, for the clinical trials that are currently authorized and underway, you'll be able to see what we're doing.
Got it. Thank you. 好，那么因为现在 AIM 这家公司有做很多，因为他们主要的是做那个免疫系统方面的一些制剂啊。那么在癌症方面的癌症免疫这块，所以他们在临床这块其实有7个是针对癌症的。那么在 Aptogen 也是其中之一，当然。那么如果我们问的是观众朋友们问的是关于新冠这个COVID-19这个方面的呢，他们现在是在临床前的这么一个阶段，然后非常努力的想把它 它做更多的一些拓展然后是希望说在癌症方面，他们也有很多临床实验已经在做了。然后如果想了解更多这一块的，欢迎大家访问我们的美国有一个官网是关于这一块的，叫 clinicaltrials.gov CLINICAL TRIALS.gov， 大家可以上去看一下。Okay, thank you. So the second question, when shall we know the unblinding results?
Okay, Angel, that question is a question that I have to provide a little explanation.
Okay.
Most of the clinical trials that we are going to do will not have to be unblinded because they'll be comparing Ampligen to the standard of care. For example, many of our clinical trials in cancer, statistically, everybody knows what the results are without a new therapy and looking at the standard of care. And it may very well be in COVID-19, it's the same, because as preliminary approvals are obtained for remdesivir and other drugs that may be in front of us in the line, we'll be able to compare our results with their results so as to see if we're creating greater or efficacy or even synergies with these other drugs.
Okay.
But it may not be a situation where the trials have to be unblinded. Now, typically, in terms of if you're talking about blinding is not having a blinded placebo group, but rather just the results of the trials. Those results are only reported whenever the trials are over, or in some trials, it's contemplated to have an interim report regarding safety and efficacy. It depends on the structure of the trial.
Okay, so the Ampligen, I mean the Ampligen which can be used in COVID-19, it isn't an unblinding test, right?
What?
The Ampligen which can be used in anti-COVID-19, is it unblinding? Is it a blinding test or?
The initial clinical trials that we will do will probably be looking at Ampligen against a concurrent control group and possibly a control group that's related to a particular standard of care, because there are drugs that are in front of us in the pipeline that we can compare to.
Okay,
I believe. So rather than unblinding, it will probably be reporting as sufficient results to achieve statistical significance take place, where we're able to report on our results at different periods in the course of the clinical trial, or certainly at the end of the clinical trial.
Got it. Thank you. 好的，因为刚有客户问说是不是什么时候能够知道健忘的结果，然后他们有纠正我说其实他们的这个并不是算盲测的，因为其实做实验阶段是有不同的阶段，那么他们现在癌症方面会有不同的一些产品，那么如果我们问的是 Ampligen 这个针对于我们的新冠这个病毒的话，他们其实并不是在做盲测，因为他们手上已经有别的一些产品可以去做比较，那也是为了跟系统性更好的一个数据的统计，然后去看这个效果是怎么样子的。那么他们有如果你有看之前一集的傲神金股的话，可以看到他们其实是有直接已经是得病或者说风险很大的一些医护人员，他们是这么一些group 这些群组，然后来测，然后测出的结果是这样子的。Okay, so question number 3, do we have any competitor in this area? Because a lot of huge group like GSK, those top companies. So, any differentiation?
Yes. Look, there are many big pharma companies from different countries that are all focused on developing therapies and vaccines for COVID-19. And the reason they're focused is because this is a very important world health issue. Now, we're a very small company compared to Merck or GSK or Sanofi or Gilead. But what we contribute in our ideas and in our drug Ampligen may be something that has the potential to be very important in developing therapies and vaccines for these kinds of highly lethal coronaviruses. So because of that, we are working very hard, even though we're the little guy in the equation. And if we're successful, we would seek to partner with those countries and big companies that would want to work with us to bring Ampligen into service to help against the pandemic.
Got it. 好的，因为我们的 AIM 是一家并没有那么大的公司啊。那之前也会有观众们在下面留言，我有看到说啊，那干嘛不介绍别的？那么可能是新来的观众。我们的傲神金股这个单元嘛，我是专门努力的为大家找一些可能并没有那么大、那么知名啊。我希望它是一个无名小卒，它的股价各方面都比较低，而不是介绍非常大的那些公司给我们，因为我们傲神金股这一块就是小公司也许挖掘出大价值这么一个理念。那么我们的 AIM 就是这么一家小公司，但是他当然相信会有很多四大家族非常在医药方面非常有名的像我们观众提到 GSK 啊，然后那个赛诺菲啊，然后Merck 啊、默克啊或叫默沙东这样子的这样大公司，他们也会在做。但是在我们这次新冠呢这个病毒面前，他觉得可能是一个一样的起跑线。那么我们之前 AIM 其实是有我这样插一句AIM 其实在02-03年的时候是有抗击非典的这么一个经历。那么他们也相信说能够把这个非常基因组非常相同跟类似的这么一个新冠肺炎，也许 Ampligen 能够再次把它去做一个很好的一个疫苗这么一个备选方案吧，可以说。那么他也非常希望能够寻求更多的国家、更多的一些大公司与 AIM 一起站起来共同合作共赢来抗击这次的瘟疫，这次的新冠。Okay, so the number 4 question for how long can we run under the cash flow we own currently?
Well, that's a question that I can only give you an estimate, but as of March 31st, we had approximately $31 million in cash available for operations. And under our approximate current burn rate, that probably gives us close to 3 years of operational funding.
Okay.
And of course, between now and then, there are always opportunities to do deals, raise money, create licensing opportunities, any one of which adds additional money to our cash position, allowing us to move forward with our important research projects. And obviously, if we're successful in any of these major cancer clinical trials, those alone create great potential for developing stockholder value long term.
Got it. Thank you. 好的，那么他只能给我一个大概因为现在截止到3月30号，他们的报告呢是说他们账面上有31 million， 就是3100万美金。那么他算了一下，大概是3年吧。但是他要说的是，如果会有更多的一些投入在癌症方面，或者说癌症方面有更多好的一些结果消息出来，那这个就要看了。所以从目前的角度来说是3年可以。Okay, so the question number 5, do you have any plans on the financing?
Not at the present time.
Okay, got it. 目前没有任何的融资方面的需求。Okay, so question number 5. Okay, number 6. What is the updated status in the COVID-19 research?
Well, this is a project that is new. 4 months ago, nobody hardly ever, well, in fact, nobody heard of COVID-19 because the name wasn't invented, but this is a brand new virus. Nobody expected it to be a problem. It's a naturally occurring virus that comes out of nature, and we're dealing with it. So we're at the very beginning of this process. We're working very hard to put ourselves in a position where we make progress in COVID-19, and we will periodically report about our progress in our quarterly report. For example, we have a quarterly report that is coming up in about 2 weeks. There'll be a status report as of that point in time as to where we are. And then when we have material things occur, whether it be agreements with companies or initiation of clinical research, clinical trials, these are the kinds of things that we will intermittently report as they happen with what are called 8Ks or press releases. 8Ks are United States documents where you file when you have an event that you want to notify the market of, and oftentimes we'll also do a press release in conjunction with that. So we will try to keep everybody aware of what we're doing in COVID-19 and whatever progress or lack of progress we may make as we go forward. We can only try our best. We believe we have potential to make a difference in this disease, but until we get into the clinical trials and see what the results are, we won't know for sure.
Got it. Thank you. 好的，那么作为新冠肺炎这名字本来也就是4个月前刚取的，所以4个月前还没有人知道这到底是什么，所以对于他们来说是一个全新的一个挑战吧。这次瘟疫病情来说，他们会尽他们所能的像2周前刚刚有出一些新的报告，那欢迎大家继续关注我们的中文投资网我们会更多的来给大家在邮件和微信上面做一些及时的更新，那也欢迎大家可以看他们的官网。那么如果他们在研究上面新冠肺炎的研究上面有任何的突破或者是没有进展，他都会及时的去说，那包括可以看8K 就是重大事件的一些披露等等。Okay, so I think the last question in the year 2000, our audience noticed the stock price reached around the 10,000 per share, and what happened? Because it's just $2 per share now. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a little difficult for me to answer, Angel. I mean, let's think about the year 2000. You were probably a little girl then, correct? So
I'm still
I'm not sure whether the stock price was $2,000 per share in the year 2000 or if it was, why? But stock price is based upon market cap and the number of stockholders. So, for example, right now our market cap is probably somewhere around maybe almost $60 million, $50, $60 million. Mm-hmm. It moves around based on the stock price because we have almost or approximately 30 million stockholders. Mm-hmm. So if we only had 1 million stockholders and we had that bigger market cap, then of course the stock price would be higher. The more stockholders we have, sometimes that affects the price. And whenever we do major raises for financing and add new stockholders, so we're able to finance our activities in the clinical trials and everything, that can affect the price by lowering the price as well. Of course, the investment is in the potential that if the clinical trials are successful, then the price increases.
Got it. Thank you. 因为有观众朋友会说这个股价2000年的时候很诡异然后现在是什么情况？那么也欢迎大家看我们上一集的傲神金股因为我们的Tom 他是我记得是Tom you joined the AI in 2016 right? 2016.
Yeah, I became the CEO in March of 2016. That's correct.
Okay, thank you. 那 Tom 是2016年加入的，那么我们再说一个他还没有加入15年对他来说是15年前的事情，有一点点难回答。但是无论如何，股价的表现嘛，也是跟着市场价值市值以及我们的股东数量各方面都会有关系。包括如果有做过融资，那肯定也会做一些稀释，股价会下去这些。包括做一些作为医疗类的疫苗类的公司，他们会很多的钱花在前期的一些临床实验各方面花钱，然后包括这个实验的结果各方面，很多因素会影响。那么无论如何，这是2000年20年前的故事。那我们2020年，我们现在在说的是我们 AIM 正在努力研制的一个叫 Appligen 的现在发现它可以对我们目前的新冠有一个很好的帮助，无论是在预防的方面，还是在早期的方面都在现在的测下来还是效果不错的。那欢迎大家能够继续关注我们的 AIM 它是在纽交所上市的一家公司，然后目前全力以赴的公司正主要攻克的是癌症方面的呢，因为最近阶段的原因，正在把他们的核心除了癌症方面，也在努力的往Appligen 能够用在新冠疫苗这一块，正在做更多的努力。Okay, thank you so much, Tom. I appreciate your time. So, looking forward to see you next time.
Well, thank you, Angel, and thank you. I want to thank your audience very much for their interest in AIM Immunotech. We are working very hard to create great things in oncology as well as in COVID-19, and we have a great team. And we hope to make a difference. Our motto at AIM is immunology for better health. And we're in a place right now where by working on COVID-19, we hope to be able to make an important difference in how people live and avoid the disastrous consequences of this disease.
Got it. Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. So I will say last time to our audience, 非常感谢。那么希望我们继续关注那我们 AIM 在之前我还看到一个留言是说，这个涨了1100%是怎么算出来的大家可以看一下它。其实我认识它的时候是2019年的10月份，它的股价是4毛9，然后到现在应该是2块1毛2块这样子上下也是你可以算一下，应该是1100%没有任何问题，好吗？好，谢谢大家，希望大家继续关注我们，好，再见。